All right, time for a look at sports. I'm Julian Mendenzel. The Washington State Cougars have a short turnaround with a Friday night game against San Jose State this week. This game is their first in their slate of Mountain West opponents this season. And in this week's Cougar Chalk Talk, Sydney Berger explains how the new opponents and conference realignment isn't changing Washington State's focus.
Washington State and Oregon State have decided on expansion rather than diffusion. So for now, the Pac-12 conference will live on, but like just about everything else in the college football world, it's going to have a pretty different look.
Well, I think at some point, we need to grab hold of our future and create it.
Rather than waiting for another conference to come knocking at the door, Washington State University opened the door themselves, welcoming 4 Mountain West teams into the Pac-12. Jake Dickert says he believes administration felt this expansion was urgent.
I know there's tons of work behind the scenes to forge a new future for the Pac-12, and I think adding 4 teams was obviously what they felt was best in those moments.
Beginning in the 2026 football season, Boise State, San Diego State, Colorado State, and Fresno State will join the Pac-12. But the conference additions aren't changing Dickert's focus.
The only thing, once again, I'm focused on is us. What are we going to do to advance, to stay ahead? Because those are 4 teams that, we've worked for a long time to stay ahead of. I mean, without a doubt.
With a slate of Mountain West games in front of the Cougars, the chance to stay ahead of these teams is at their fingertips.
I mean, there's some dudes in the Mountain West. There's no drop off. I mean, they might have a smaller reputation as programs, but I mean, they're good.
I wouldn't consider it a step down at all. We're full aware of what's heading our way, and we're more than ready for it.
And more additions to the Pac-12 are inevitable if the conference wants to meet NCAA and FBS requirements. Reporting in Pullman, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.